Last night I went to an event in Northampton for this organization called Better Angels with about 60 people. It was supposed to be about 50-50 liberals to conservatives. I think it was probably 59 liberals to one conservative, and I wasn't even that conservative. So I was asked to make a speech. I had to work really hard to even get my chance to speak, but I pushed pretty hard and actually got to speak. And this is the speech I made to the people, and I wanted to read it to y'all. The question basically for the night, it was like kind of a debate format, was is political correctness curtail and hinder conversation and even thwart free speech a little bit. So my answer was that yes, it does, and I had to write my reasoning for that. So this is what I read that left pretty people speechless in the audience. So I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to try not to. I'll try to look at you as much as I can, but I don't have it memorized. So here we go. My name is Billy Park. Not 24 hours after our president was elected, I was arrested and behind bars. All because politics got the worst of me. I nearly lost my wife, my kids, and my freedom. Through the help of friends and family, I got out of that hole. Though probably the worst time in my life, I learned something being in that abyss. Something contrary to the name of this organization putting on the event. Better Angels. My epiphany, I'm no better than anybody else, and none of us are angels. We are all only beautifully human. Let me say that again. We are all only beautifully human, mistakes and all. That's not the question here tonight for the debate. Is political correctness a good thing or a bad thing? I'd always say no. Let me tell you why. The one lesson I've learned by handing out 5,000 of these Hug It Out America buttons, and I held up the button for everybody to see, and talking to every mind you can imagine, as to whether politically correct or not, politics only create walls. Once political sides are talked about or even alluded to in a conversation, a wall comes down. It's either a wall between the people talking or a castle wall for those who are in agreement to live behind. Neither are good. A wall between the two of you hinders you from seeing the true reality of that person. Why? Because once a political label is attached, your mind becomes flooded with assumption. We can't help it. Lots of these assumptions come from biased second-hand sources like cable news, social media, things we all tune into. This makes it very difficult to have an open-minded conversation with that person. A castle wall for similar minds to hole up in and talk is no better either. You live together in an echo chamber where everybody thinks alike, having little clue of other realities outside their walls. One castle against another, creating us against them mentality, good against evil. Each side thinking they have a righteousness on their side. The truth is, there is no absolute truth. It just depends on your perspective. Here's the mind-blowing thing. There really is no wall. It's man-made. You can tear it down anytime. There is a bridge, though, and it's unbreakable, and it reaches to us all. As long and as wide as this so-called divide we've made. It is called humanity. We all have it, And like it or not, every one of us have more in common than not. It's the human condition. Whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever. Humanity is the party we all belong to. It's time as a country we start acting like that. That was the end of my speech. Crowd was pretty much silent. Debate was pretty much over. At that point, the one conservative in the room left the room. And it almost seemed like people were just ignoring me after that, which made me kind of sad. It actually made me really sad, to be honest, because I wish we'd reach back to our humanity and not forget it. Our country seems to have forgotten that. But it just tells me one thing. My work's just beginning, folks, to get people to see humanity in each other. That's what Hug It Out America is all about. I hope you do that. I hope you talk to different minds and understand different minds. Not to change their mind, but understand their reality. So that's it for Hug It Out America tonight. Hope y'all have a good night, and Hug It Out America. Take care.